On Canada Day, we decided to hike the Kelso Summit Trail to visit the quarry that was Dad's last consulting project, but one he'd worked on since I was a kid. My sister Jane and I chose this as a place to meet and remember Mom and Dad after their passing. Jenny and I came out with Kaya to the trailhead. So Jenny's mixing up bug repellent, fresh, and Kaya totally bored with the slowness of how we're getting started. So this is the blue trail associated with the Bruce Trail that goes along the Niagara Escarpment. So we're at the top of this part of the Niagara Escarpment. And the trail is obviously a lot better than a lot of two-track trails we've driven on. But later on it becomes in the woods and it becomes more of a hiking trail. So we have to follow this down. We're following it around a quarry, coming to the end to look out over it. And that's where we're trying to go to. Okay, so I looked at all trails and we were supposed to have come down this trail. Instead, we came down this trail over here. And when Jane and I were choosing trail, we decided this was the better trail. It wiggles a lot more. The other one's really boring and in the sun. This is in the shade. So Jenny and I have just cut now over to this trail, the correct one. So we'll follow the old trail more faithfully now. All Trails is showing where we took a shortcut, and it actually was, I zoomed in a lot, so it was actually a very, very tiny shortcut. But we cut out a huge loop of trail that we didn't need to hike. Kaya's, as always, thoroughly enjoying a walk in scrub and forest. Yeah, there are cyclists sharing this trail. It's not really that busy. Maybe that's the good part about it being a $23.50 admission to get into this trail. That's parking. And you gotta be really serious to come here, which we are today. So we've come down to the point where I believe we're headed. And unfortunately at the time I was not smart enough to record a waypoint. I just thought it was so obvious where we went. So if this isn't it, it was a place that we considered to stop and remember Mom and Dad. I don't remember it being this bushy. Like there's nowhere to get through here. So that wouldn't be it. What if it got that badly overgrown? Oh boy. Okay. We're gonna try the next spot that I thought of. So as soon as we turned the corner and I saw this, I said, oh, okay, now it's looking familiar. Yeah, this part doesn't overlook the quarry, does it? So, and that's it. That's where the trail comes around the corner. At least there's a road here that comes around the corner. That's the bushes of significance. And then, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I'm not mistaken. Look, through these trees, and I can't go too far, you can just make out the quarry. It's a decommissioned quarry, so it's down a long way. And it's been developed as like a beach and stuff, but we're way up on top in the woods. So this is the spot on the trail where you catch sight of the quarry through the trees. A little bit back from where we just were. So we figured this was a good place. This place is in a clump of evergreen trees and overlooking the quarry. Okay, so
Happy Canada Day.
happy Canada Day, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, we're here. We found you guys.
Yep.
With Kaya. You never met Kaya, but she's great.
She's now met you.
Yes.
The side of the Curly Trail, there's this little road thing, which we use part of the way, and then we decided we're going to take it back. And one of the good points about taking it is you get to this lookout. So this is a good non-tree obscured view from the side of the quarry. So this is the quarry that Dad worked at as a blasting consultant since I was, I think, a kid living at home. And they carried that contract right through until somewhere around 2010, maybe a little before that. And now, the cool thing about that quarry is that as it filled with water and as they were going through the decommissioning process, it developed quite the habitat within it. So walking up a little bit from that lookout, this forest is really neat. All the grass in the bottom, and then all the foliage up to the canopy, where you get so many forests that have a dirt floor and no foliage. It's kind of jungle-like. Yeah, I love that. Oh, Kaya's getting ahead. And so our hike brings us back to the parking lot. Well, so it wasn't bad. It was less than 2 hours.
I wanted to go over there.
Oh, she's not done. Oh, it's such a hot, humid day. I think she should also find this very
Next
hot.
episode, we should have a drink.
Oh, Kaya, do you want to go and have,
Go to a pub.
yeah, do we have treats for her?
No.
Oh dear. Oh, then she won't want to. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to this brewery. It's pretty nice here.
If for some reason the connection doesn't work, I can